Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gents. Sorry, I'm wearing a coat. Just as an FYI, there's a bunch of work going on through my house, so I've got to make videos as and when. However, Ricky Gervais apparently cheapened the Golden Globes because he dropped some goddamn truth bombs. Now, I thought this would happen with respect to the media outlets. I thought it would be the actual trade Hollywood outlets that would be tearing Ricky Gervais a new one, because I thought they would close ranks. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the Ricky Gervais Golden Globes monologue. It was fantastic. I did a video on it, leave linked here. It's one of the only ones on YouTube, I think, which actually you can see the actual video itself. So check it out if you haven't watched it. I show it in its entirety. Hasn't been copyright claimed. Very odd. But basically, he tears them a new one. And it's not only that, like, he's just... The arguments are bulletproof. Like, you simply can't argue with what he's saying. They're just truths. And I thought it would come in the form of the Hollywood trades clamping down, but no, it's the likes of The Independent. Ricky Gervais cheapened the Golden Globes, but worse, he overshadowed vital political statements. This is written by Joe Murch. Are you a bit dumb, Joe? Because his message was a vital one. Why should we be listening to self-important, pompous douchebags so far removed from reality? We shouldn't. Especially when they work for morally reprehensible companies. Okay. You're smart, aren't you? Oh my god. So I thought we'd just take a good laugh at this, because I knew this would happen. And I guess, like, in before... what was it? Ricky Gervais didn't kill himself. The memes are coming out now. Hilarious. But let's take a look at what they have to say, because, you know, they completely missed it, didn't they? If there's a place for smutty humour, it's at Friday night drinks after one too many, not on the stage that birthed the Me Too movement. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Right, Ricky Gervais' performance at last night's Golden Globes was enough to make Gene Kelly turn in his grave. Once upon a time, Hollywood was synonymous with elegance and class, but Gervais' tirade of nasty and smutty jokes proved that tabloid culture has leaked its way into even the highest tier of entertainment. You can't even make this up. Are you having a laugh? Once upon a time, Hollywood was synonymous with elegance and class. You've literally just said in your opening statement that this is the place that the Me Too movement was birthed, and it's birthed because Hollywood is not elegant or classy. Hollywood is seedy. Hollywood preys on people. Are you having a laugh? Seriously. Call me a prude, but a joke about Judi Dench licking her ass hardly screams high society. Call me a prude, or, you know, someone that completely misses the plot. But, like, I think you're a bit of an idiot right now. To be fair, you have completely missed it. If there's a place for cheap humour, it's a Friday night work drinks after one too many, an episode of South Park, or in a best man's risque speech. Look, the fact that you don't like South Park, ladies and gents, a lot of people seem to rate South Park on its early episodes. You should watch South Park now. Very, very intelligent. As intelligent as Ricky Gervais' jokes here. Genuinely. They manage to be on the button hot topics, and they really do tear people apart in pretty much an inarguable fashion. So again, the fact that this person doesn't like South Park is quite telling. It's certainly not on stage that birthed the Me Too movement, one that should respect its power for mass influence. Are you listening to yourself? The Me Too movement was birthed there because Hollywood is a shit tip of morally reprehensible scum. Not class and elegance that you so seem to revere. The awards were certainly not free from activism. Powerful speeches were given by actors, including Jennifer Aniston, on climate change. Yeah, because we should really listen to these people that take private jets everywhere and have massive mansions that cost ridiculous sums of money to power. Yeah, well, we'll take a lecture on them from climate change, shall we? You fucking retard. Joaquin Phoenix on veganism, Michelle Williams on abortion rights, and Patricia Arquette on the conflict between Iran and US. But any meaningful message is dampened when the man at the helm is making schoolboy jokes about pedophiles. Because it's like, what? You've missed it. You've really missed it. Describing his Netflix show Afterlife, Gervais declared it's a show about a man who wants to kill himself. Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way. So in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself, just like Jeffrey Epstein. That's hilarious. Like, what? When a joke about Greta Thunberg, you know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. Features in the same broadcast as heartfelt pleas about climate change, you can't help but feel confused about the message Hollywood is trying to send. I think that's the entire point. The entire point in Mr. Independent Joe Murch, or Mrs., I don't know what sex you are, can't assume your gender, shall I? The entire message is that they have no idea what message they're sending. That is the entire point of what Ricky Gervais was saying. They're hypocrites. Whoosh! Right over your fucking head. Gervais joked about actors trying to seem woke. You say you're woke, but the companies you work for, Apple, Amazon, Disney, if ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech. But at least they're trying to use their platform for good, and this shouldn't be taken lightly. But again, they fund those companies that have sweatshops in China. What? Oh my god. It's gone way... How are you saying this? How did you construct this article? I'm so confused. How did you write this? Who approved this? You're terrible. Last night, Gervais really did come across as an idiotic clapping monkey. No. The only idiot here is you. And the whole world is laughing at you, Joe Murch. The entire world will look at this and think that you're the idiot. Not the other way around. Grabbing your attention, but for what, you're not sure really. Oh, and the nastiness. It made Tom Hanks, the classic and humble reminder of Hollywood, turn in disgust, birthing the first real meme of 2020, one that could be used to respond to Piers Morgan's tweets for the rest of the year. No, I think that was more the fact that he looked guilty as fucking sin. Speaking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 3-hour runtime, Gervais joked Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end his date was too old for him. Which he took on the chin and laughed. That was brilliant. You can tell the people that are actually alright about these things because they just genuinely joked and laughed. They weren't cringing. He was like, yeah, with his mates around the table. He was having a good laugh about it. Prince Andrew was like, come on, Leo, mate, you're nearly 50-something. From calling James Corden a fat pussy to implying that Joe Pesci looked like Baby Yoda. So? It's a joke. Gervais acted like a school bully. Oh, my God. Oh, here we go. Sense of humour transplant needed. On the stat, we need it. School bully for making jokes. Fuck off. Trying to win favour by bringing everyone down around him. We're pretty sure that behind that meme, Tom Hanks is thinking, is this really what entertainment has come to? And I definitely agree. Make the headlines about the fashion, the acting, and the fact that the first time ever an Asian American actress won the Best Actress award, Awkwafina, for her role in The Farewell. I want to look up to anything that has at least a little craftsmanship to it so that Hollywood feels above me with its otherworldly talent. Oh my god! And there they go, the penny drops. You want to revere Hollywood. You don't want the harsh truth being spoken to you. That's it right there. I want to look up to anything that has at least a little craftsmanship to it so that Hollywood feels above me. Why do you want to feel like an insignificant fly amongst morally reprehensible idiots? Oh my god. I want to be shocked by progress, not scandal. Provocative words are easy and cheap, and being an actor, a comedian, a director, a writer, or any job affiliated with the industry should be neither. Gervais's effort attitude, announcing several times that he didn't care what anyone thought of him, should be aspirational of Big Brother contestants, not A-list comedians. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. Presenting Gervais like a teenager, acting up to shock his parents is a step in totally the wrong direction. It sends out the message that Hollywood is a place with no morals or respect. That's the point. They are. They don't have morals. They don't have respect. They don't care about you, Joe Murch. They don't care about me. I've met some of these people. They don't give a toss. Funny that. And when they preach and they moan and they whine, when they then go back to their gold-plated, veneered houses and all this kind of shite, you think they cast one thought about you? Really? Enjoy the bubble, mate. Enjoy the bubble. And it continues as well. Look, this is the LA Times. And again, it wasn't the actual Hollywood trade outlets. It was newspaper outlets. Review: politics reigned at the Golden Globes. Too bad Ricky Gervais didn't notice. Missed the memo, mate, didn't you? I think you. I don't think you noticed. You didn't get the memo. You couldn't see. Forget the escapist magic of Hollywood. Nihilism was the name of the game when host Ricky Gervais opened at the Golden Globes on Sunday night with a gloom and doom monologue. So cynical it made the effervescent Tom Hanks scowl. No, it made him squirm. It made him squirm. Made him look real guilty, actually. It's funny, isn't it? These are the outlets which are closing ranks. It's not the media trade outlets. Very odd. Let's go out with a bang. Let's have a laugh at your expense, said the snarky British comedian. It's got to be snarky, isn't it? It can't just be, you know, dry. Oh, fucking dickhead. Honestly. Quentin Tarantino didn't look disturbed at all. He looked fine. The hosts... The host's wit was nothing new. He'd certainly offended in the past from the awards stage, and ads for Sunday's telecast played on the idea that anything could happen, including Gervais being a jerk. His knack for ripping on Hollywood and offending the glitterati is well known among the thin-skinned in the industry. Sounds like you're pretty thin-skinned. But at the Beverly Hilton, where the 3-hour-plus ceremony took place, the mood was already sober thanks to an impeachment, the threat of war with Iran, and devastating bushfires in Hollywood. The last thing anyone needed was for the smirking master of ceremonies to reprimand them for having hope, or taunt the room for trying to use their influence to change things for the better. Oh, God damn, you missed the point. You missed the point. Completely missed the point. Rami Youssef won the first award of the night for his comedy performance in the Hulu series Rami, and used his moment to make a point about diversity, make the audience actually laugh and take a dig at Gervais. Yeah, of course he did. Unbelievable. Gervais' disingenuous call for an apolitical evening was also answered by Russell Crowe in absentia, when he won the one for actor in a limited series TV movie, shows Roger Ailes' docudrama The Loudest Voice. Make no mistake, the tragedy unfolding in Australia is climate change based. It could be arson as well. The actor wrote in a statement read by an audibly emotional Jennifer Aniston: "We need to act based on science, move our global workforce to renewable energy, and respect our planet for the unique and amazing place it is." And are you going to take a wind-powered yacht overseas to when you do your shoots? Are you? No, you're not. You're not going to spend 3 weeks on a yacht or a month on a yacht, you fucking dick. Oh no, but remember, you know, be $1 billion yacht anyway, which would have cost, you know, ridiculous sums of money, and you know, bad for the environment because made X, Y, and Z. Jesus Christ, these people! How did they miss the point? How did they miss the point? Politics aside, the telecast's strongest comedic moment erupted when Gervais was off stage. A dapper Sacha Baron Cohen introducing film contender Jojo Rabbit got a rousing response from the room. The hero of this next movie is a naive, misguided child who spreads Nazi propaganda and only has imaginary friends. He said his name is Mark Zuckerberg. Sorry, this is an old intro for Social Network. Yeah, that was funny. What's wrong? What? The fact that you think this is the funniest moment, it's not, is it? It's not what everyone's talking about, is it? It's not. Oh dear. They completely missed the joke. Completely. And it continues, right? So the Golden Globes were criticised for lacking diversity in their nominations, from the relative dearth of people of colour in the performance categories to the total exclusion of female directors. Yeah, but a female sound worker, I can't remember what they call them. Basically, Joker, the soundtrack for Joker was written by a female. She won it. So I don't what. Gervais joked about the lack of representation by explaining quite simply that the Golden Globes voting body, the Hollywood Foreign Press, is racist. The harsh joke landed better than most of his wisecracks. It seemed to show that Gervais might care at least a bit about a larger injustice in the industry. His jab at the hypocrisy of Hollywood also resonated. Apple roared into the TV game with the morning show superb drama about the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. He said of the new entrant to streaming TV, well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for in China, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? Yeah, true. The commentary would have made far more It would have meant far more if Gervais himself had been brave enough to drop the tired agitator shtick and for once read the room. He doesn't need to read the room. The point was a joke at their expense because they are all hypocritical idiots. Anyway, I'm really surprised that this response hasn't come from media trade outlets. Genuinely, the fact that it's coming from like the likes of the LA Times, the Independent, just normal news outlets, goes to show who's working where, and the fact that people are well aware that you can't really rip on this in the media because you're just going to look guilty. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. I've Mr. H. Take care.